Hi, Dr. Saxena here, and I was just wondering about when working with this COVID pandemic. We were trying to understand why is it that the people, it's a documented thing. People are living in the high-rise buildings. People, affluent people with a high socioeconomic people, with high socioeconomic status people, are having more problems with corona coming to the outcomes and all that, whereas the people who are living in the footpaths or the kind of living in the slums, I can always compare in Mumbai, people living in the slums, they are not getting into that kind of complications what I we usually get that. So what is the that typical difference? What is happening with the virus? Is it more virucidal for the people who are living in the high rises, more affluent people, or what is that? We need to understand this particular thing, because I always have been talking about something like biological terrain, and if you are telling your immune system is good, you are not going to get into major problems. So you may get a corona, you can always withstand that and get out of that. So in this context, I would like to share with you a study which was done on December 23rd, 2020 and December 31st, which was showed there was severity of this COVID-19 at elevated exposure of perfluorinated alkalates. What exactly I am talking about perfluorinated alkalates are, it's called PFAOs. PFAOs are the things which are industrial chemicals. The concept here I am talking is the course of coronavirus seems to be aggravated by, one is air pollution and some industrial chemicals such as PFAOs, which something which are there in all non-stick pans and all that. There are Teflon coatings which are there. These things are with these chemicals which are immunotoxic, and that is the reason they are is causing that kind of immune system is hampered because of this particular stuff. So what was the thing? In this was a Danish biobanks, and they obtained plasma samples from about 300 plus subjects between ages 30 to 70 with known COVID infection, SARS-CoV-2 infection. The PFAOs, what we are talking, measured in the background exposure, included. So, what the results were? Plasma PFAOs were higher in males. This was tended to increase with the kind of thing. But the conclusions, I will tell you, the conclusions in the nutshell is the people elevated PFAOs were associated with an increased risk of a more severe course of COVID than the other group. So this was one of the studies which was recently, and I all of the kind of thing what we had worked with that, and we now know there is some kind of element of what are these environmental variables, what is that air exposure, air pollution. We are in fact talking about something like biodiesel, biopetrol. The places where biodiesel consumption is more, they have got more, the severity of this disease is more. The places where this is the one thing which we believe PFOs can be easily checked out and all that, and this perfluorooctanoic acid which was accumulated, which was shown to be accumulated in the lungs, and this is what is the research. And I believe all of us should look into what exactly this thing is, why this behavior of the virus is happening. It's like we are trying to understand, but I can always tell you, with a kind of the study what has come, and where I can always talk about how the population, severity of the population is affected, and this particular things need a relook. And see what was shown basically is this study was aimed at determining the potential aggravation of COVID-19 associated with elevated level exposures of PFAS. So when I talk about this Teflon substances are known immunotoxicants to they are known to be immunotoxicants to the lab animals and in humans, and this immunotoxicity can potentially interfere with the pathways that are predictive of a serious clinical outcome of the infection. And this thing is a association of PFAS exposure with disease severity, therefore appears as a biological plausible. And what the researchers have done is, among the PFAS, presence of this detectable PFBA in plasma showed the strongest positive association with the severity of the disease. So all the time we are talking about how just by doing a simple detox, trying to keep yourself clean, not just cleaning the face. I just want people to understand these are the small toxic substances which causes you a you take you to see what is happening with this PFBA. PFBA is the only PFAOs that is substantially accumulated in the lungs. Given the persistence of this PFAS in general, the unique retention of this PFBA in the lung tissue may offer a clue to interpreting this study. And there needs a further kind of thing, but I'm very sure when I was talking about what is the difference between high socioeconomic status people and why the low socioeconomic status people are relatively spared, why there is an increased prevalence of severity of the disease and all that, I somewhere believe that there is some element of air pollution as well as this toxic chemicals and all that. People who are not having microwave in the home, this is my kind of take. People who don't use microwave in the home, they are probably they don't get into such severity of the disease. This is just a hypothesis, but we need to take all these things into account. I've been talking about trying to how you can always get away. You can always throw out that pan which has got a non-stickware pan. I've been talking for years now. Now that this correlation has come, I'm I'm a firm opinion that you need to do some changes. You need to get into the kitchen, try to see what exactly. I can always tell you this is Teflon. Teflon is if someone is you can if you are you have got a pan which is coated with a Teflon and it is heated at a higher degree, all this perfluoro this PFAOs, they start getting into the vapors, they get into the kitchen, from where it goes into the other parts of your room. And this is one of the known thing is the known complication is you get with this Teflon flu is mentioned. So I want people to understand this correlation, and yes, absolutely I regard everything. We need to take all the precautions. We need to use a mask. We take all the things. But if you add this particular small thing, it's going to be a I think it's going to be a game changer, and we will not get into such severe nasty problems with this particular thing. Thank you.